What's up, guys? Just gonna do a small little stream right here. Nothing too massive. But yeah, we're not doing anything really. I just decided I'd start an exclusive donation stream. Try and make some money. Okay, as of now, we have no one watching. Okay. Let's just play some games, really. I don't have anything to do right now. Oh, what's up, Mura? Yeah. Let's just do the SFS content right now. I'm so tired right now. This stream is only going to be like a couple minutes, maybe like 30 minutes, not that long. I don't plan on going that long today. Let's do some SFS content. We're going to react to it. You can tell me about the game and stuff. I'm going to try and play it. So, Spacecraft Simulator. Yeah, I think I can play it online. So, we're going to get to play it, and yeah, not too much is going to happen in this stream. Da 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 da. No, I don't want to turn off my ad blocker. No. Oh my goodness. I'm not turning off the ad blocker. I don't care what they say. Okay. Here's Spacecraft Simulator for you, Myra. Myra, are you still here? Because I'm only gonna live for like 30 minutes. Let me pull up chat on my phone. It's not the real one? Okay. It might be this one. Maybe this is the real one. I don't know. Alright, I'll turn off ad block. But I don't want to, so I'm not gonna do that. This is the one, right? Okay. Yeah, I'll install it. I don't know how I'm gonna get it to run, but I can try. Okay, that's not gonna work. This is not the one I think. Oh, this is the logo, I think. Hopefully it's the real one. I don't know. It might not be. Nice, we got 2 people watching. This is not the real one. Let me see what it's like. It looks like the real one. It looks like the real one, though. Let's see the gameplay, though. I don't know. If the gameplay's not the same as the real one, then I'll try and find it. Yeah. Does this look like the real one? Are you watching an ad right now? Or the app has ads? I think it has ads. Does it look like the real one? Or not? Cause can I just play this one for stream? Cause I don't know how I'm gonna call it the other one. Probably. They probably did. They probably did. The beep hurts your ears. Let me fix that. Okay, yeah, I'll just turn the sound off for it. Do you want to watch some SFS content or do you want to? Yo, what's up, bro? Pro UG? I'm pretty sure you're one of my subscribers, yeah? What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Yep, there's someone. Is my microphone? Okay, yeah, let's watch some SFS content. Hashtag content. Alright, alright. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me change my banner real quick. Create banner. Enter banner. Scroll across fast. Oh, nothing. Pro UG. I'm just playing some. We're just doing some content. Pro. Wait, let me look at your channel real quick. UG. I'm pretty sure I watched your content before. That's not you, is it? Oh, it is you. It is you. Yeah, this is you. Yo, I'm not subscribed to you. Yo, we gotta fix that. We gotta subscribe to you, bro. Yo, it's Pro Bennett, yo. That's yo. I remembered. I remembered. I had a feeling. I had a feeling this was Pro Bennett, bro. But Pro Bennett, bro. We're just live streaming. Nothing too good. Yo, Pro Bennett, you keep just making accounts, bro. It's insane. But right now I'm just doing exclusive viewer content right now. Nothing too crazy. Oh, your phone broke. Dang. That's sad, bro. You got a computer though? Or but yeah, Pro Bennett, bro. This is what I'm drinking right now. This is what I'm drinking. Coca-Cola, bro. It is goated. Hey guys, remember to drop a sub, bruh. Drop a sub. Oh wait, the video's muted. Let me fix that. My bad. The video is muted. Yeah, alright, I fixed it. It should be unmuted now.
First things first, we got to create a new save file and begin construction of our very first
We're gonna
rocket.
watch this video
World
and I'm
name,
gonna end stream.
Void Space Center. Let's just start off in the sandbox and see if I can figure out how to make something fly. So I assume this building is where they build the rockets at.
Guys,
okay, this looks like a capsule.
If we can
this
hit
is a
10
heat
viewers,
shield. We have a
at
decoupler.
Like one time,
then we have
10 viewers at one time.
Liquid fuel tanks, I'm assuming of various sizes. So I guess let's build a rocket,
if we can
shall
hit
we?
10 viewers. I'll stream for the entire night.
I know this is simple, right? But this is our first rocket.
No,
I'm looking down here. Look, we have the mass of the rocket, the thrust, and the thrust to weight ratio, 4.17. That's a pretty good ratio. Save my rocket. We're gonna call it the Lolita Express. FBI, open up! We're not gonna call it that. Now we're gonna call it the Slender One, Mark 1. This is a lot like KSP, where throttle is shift and controls the down throttle. I imagine that means spacebar is probably ignition then. But let's go max throttle.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna press spacebar.
He said his first time.
I'm
he's
not
just
going.
trying to make
Ignition.
it to the moon and stuff.
Why is my engine not lighting? Hell, left click parts to activate them. Okay, hold on. Click. Engine on. Oh, okay. That's pretty easy then. Got up to 1,000 meters. Okay, so Q and E rotate your rocket.
You don't gotta watch for the
this
whole
little arrow, I guess, is telling me where space is.
For the entire night.
That's kind of interesting. I thought space was this way.
But,
15 kilometers.
Your stuff in a while.
This map is huge. Okay, so we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Okay, so in my estimation, Jupiter is as far as it goes. Does Jupiter have moons? It does. It has the 4 Galilean moons. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still flying. I imagine this white outline here is meant to represent the atmosphere. So if I tilt my craft over, right, like so, and then I fire up my rocket, I might be able to get into orbit. I'm out of fuel. That was good info, though. That was good info. That's a really good first run. Let's just practice a re-entry. Since I'm already up here anyway,
bro.
I seem to be hurtling towards the planet at a very high speed.
Because you're actually goated for that, bro. Genuinely.
Oh, I got the parachute. Oh, no.
It's been a while. But
okay, let me explain my thought process here. I thought, like, well, maybe if I can, like, click on the capsule or, like, get a menu on the capsule. But I ended up just cutting my parachute and then exploded on the surface. Let's try that again. Okay, so we have a good initial concept here, but we need to do some alterations. It still has a 1.32 thrust to weight ratio, so this still flies. Okay, max throttle, activate engine, launch. Oh, there's a little guide to help me, to tell me where I need to put my ship at. Okay, we're out of liquid fuel, so I'm going to separate. And then we just have the upper stage now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so this map actually shows the way you're tilted. That's actually really useful. Okay, full throttle. And let's make an orbit.
What do you mean it's ruined?
Beats low Earth orbit. So this was my very first goal, right? To reach orbit. Now, can we make it to the moon? I'm going to guess probably not. All things considered, our first goal wasn't even that hard to accomplish. It's a lot like what I'm used to, except you have to click on parts to activate them. And this time there's even a handy guide that tells you when to do your gravity turn. I was feeling very confident and thought since I had some leftover fuel in the tank after reaching orbit, why not go for our second goal also and try to land on the moon? The real major problem with this is that I hadn't figured out how to do orbital transfers yet. So I kind of just found a spot that looked like it would intersect with the moon and started burning. Okay, very carefully burn out, see if I can get captured around the moon. Looks like I'm kind of, you know, like being intercepted around the moon, right? But the map does not show that with my orbit. Would it show it? I don't even know if it would show it if I had my orbit right. Oh, it's not because I didn't lead my orbit enough. Oh, that's not good.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Maybe if I go for a second pass, at some point we will
I made a
intersect.
moon
Okay,
base.
so I got an encounter. Are there maneuver nodes?
Yo, make
Am I
a
tweaking?
moon base sounds
I don't know if there's
bro.
maneuver nodes in this
I'm
game.
not
I don't
gonna
think there
lie.
is. I feel like it would tell me somewhere. Is
I
there a
have a
way I can
different,
burn to
rocket
lower
ship
my
thing.
encounter? This
but
way works.
It's not
Okay.
as.
Let's try to get under like 100 kilometers, and I'm sitting at 37% liquid fuel. Okay, so I'm in the sphere of influence of the moon. I can burn retrograde, and retrograde in this game, as far as I can tell, is just the other way. So prograde is the way your line's going, and retrograde is just the other way. Is there a cool place we can try to land? Ocean of Storms, Copernicus Crater, Sea of Tranquility, and the Sweet Sea of Serenity. Burn a little past, so whenever I slow down,
I'll try and live
where I want to land. 80 meters per second this
phone.
way, and 170. Okay, so I need to burn off a lot of this velocity.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We got
coming in kind of hot.
3 viewers.
I don't have landing legs. Oh, I blew up. It was. Oh, yes, and it's good. Whew, first try. That was a pretty good start, but it wasn't perfect because I have to land there and come back. So we got to do it again. Let's build a new rocket. And what does every lander need? Landing legs, of course. Okay, this is our lander.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to call this good and send it. Save Slenderman Mark III. Now I click to turn all 3 of these engines on. Wait, can I put things in stages? Okay, after messing with this for a while, I figured I can make stages over here in this plus area. So if I drag this and this into stage 1, whenever I press play on the stage, then I can make these 2 things happen. So let's send it. Oh, yeah. Okay, time to stage 1. I am now in orbit. Granted, not a very high orbit, but I don't think I dip back into the atmosphere, so this should be fun. But 1 second, I'm going to pause. I'm going to see if I can actually find like a maneuver node.
1 eternity later.
Wait. Navigate to. Oh, that tells me when to do it. Okay, so it doesn't have like planning maneuver nodes. It has like a thing that will tell you instead of guessing. Okay, now I should be getting my encounter any second now. Oh, my lower stage is still in orbit. Now we got to burn retrograde to circularize my orbit. Let's try to land, let's say the Tycho crater now. Need some more deceleration. Kind of hard when you can't see the ground as easily. Okay, this is good. I like this more. We landed. Don't go the other way. No. Okay. It's what I was planning to do. Okay. Okay. This is looking really solid. Yeah, baby! Landed on the surface of the moon. Location. Tycho crater. Do we see the crater? Is this the Tycho crater? I'm going to be real with you guys. This doesn't really look like very much of an impressive crater. Anyway, we've landed. Let's do a return. So according to this map, if I take off here, then I'll be able to come back into orbit around the Earth, as long as I point my craft in the right direction. Yeah, let's like return maybe just above the atmosphere, like 45. Okay, so now we're escaping the moon's sphere of influence, and we are going to go back into orbit around the Earth at a comfortable 45 kilometers just above the atmosphere, so we don't like burn up. At least that's what I hope. I'm going to keep an eye on my fuel here because I don't want to run out, but I also don't want to like re-enter at 3,000 meters per second. That doesn't seem ideal. Okay, let's orient ourselves, burn through the last of our fuel, just to slow down a little bit more. Okay, we're out of fuel. Now separate. And our heat shield will save us from burning up. Okay. That could have been a little risky, but we didn't hit it. My heat shield is more than okay with this temperature. Okay. Oh my. This looks incredibly violent. My heat shield is still okay with this, though. Okay, major chute deployed. Remember, do not click on the capsule. I got a moon orbit. I got a liftoff. Reach 10 kilometers. Reach space. Reach low Earth orbit. Moon landing. And 100 kilometers downgrade. All in one mission. Good stuff. Another smashing success. Although it did take 2 tries.
30 frames per second.
But I learned a lot. Like how to land.
30 frames per
how to plan an orbital transfer. And how to ascend efficiently.
1 frames per second.
But now it's time to spread our wings and begin a more ambitious mission. This time we're going to go a little bit further and go interplanetary. Specifically, I want to go to Venus. Because despite this planet being an unimaginable hellscape, I think it looks pretty cool. And everybody else probably goes to Mars in their first try. I want to be different. Now, the Slender Man Mark 1, 2, 3 have served their purpose. This is true. But we need to do something a little bit more ambitious. We need to go interplanetary. And for that endeavor, we need a bigger rocket. Okay, so this is my upper stage.
Alright.
Stage 1 is all of these engines. Stage 2 is separating these 2 engines. Stage 3 is this decoupler and this engine. Stage 4 is landing legs. That's it. This is the big Chungus Mark 1. Okay, enter. All of my engines are on. Full throttle. Let's send it. Can you just feel that power? I've noticed that I've got into orbit with a lot more fuel, which is definitely a good thing. Okay, now let's just focus on getting into orbit, and then I'll try to figure out how to go interplanetary a little later. We are now in orbit. Step 1, done. Step 2, get to Venus somehow. Navigate to. So I got to stay in orbit until here, and then here I can burn to get my Venus encounter. Allow us to accelerate. 100 up. Is this 1,000,000 times? Yeah, that's 1,000,000 times. That's crazy. I guess this game's a little bit simpler so it can do that, but 1,000,000 times time acceleration? That's really my main complaint of this game, is that nothing tells you how much delta V it takes or how much delta V you even have. I'd really like to know if I can even make it. Now all we got to do is time warp until our encounter.
It's like not connecting to my mouth.
Finished our interplanetary travel, and we are now entering Venus's sphere of influence. So I don't know if I need to aero capture or what. I have 57% of my fuel left. Let's just get into a respectable orbit. The Maxwell Montes. Oh no. Do I dare land in the Maxwell Montes? I really don't know how this is going to work. Venus's atmosphere is really thick. Isn't that like why Venus is so hot? Because it like traps all of the sun's heat inside of it, and it's closer to the sun, obviously. But like, so if that's true, does that mean if I like enter it, I'll just explode immediately? Probably not. I'm gonna dip down into it. Just dip my little toe into it and see if I blow up. Venus looks kind of spooky, but actually manageable. We're heating up pretty quick. Maybe I can slow it down just enough though with my liquid fuel that I won't blow up. Because we're only sitting at 600 meters per second. It's not like that fast, really. Like if you were in a car, this would be really fast. But like in space terms, nope. I gotta separate. I gotta separate. This is blowing up for sure. Oh no. Okay. Deploy parachute, quick. Parachute deployed. Unfortunately, I undershot the Maxwell Montes. Full deployment, full parachute deployment. Anytime now. Anytime you'd like to do a full deployment, I'd think that. Okay, we got pretty close before it fully deployed. And touchdown. Hell yeah, dude. Venus landing. I don't know how I'd come back, though. I think a Venus landing and return would be kind of tough. Well, I was sort of expecting my ship to melt on the surface of Venus. That didn't happen. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm also happy to be moving on to the fourth and final step into our foray in the world of Spaceflight Simulator. When I was looking at the map, I noticed that Jupiter had all 4 of the Galilean moons. So I thought it'd be fun to try and land on one. And I ultimately chose to land on my favorite moon ever, Europa. I'll explain why when we get a little bit closer, but for now, let's focus on building bigger than we ever have before and assemble the Big Chungus Mark II. Okay, so as it turns out, the Big Chungus Mark 1, pretty solid ship, right? It needs more fuel.
Yeah.
So
Moo,
therefore,
are you still here?
This bottom stage,
can you
we're
play
getting rid of it.
Absolute Empire? Let me.
This is a
I
big
think I
lag.
can. I think I can.
But we're not done yet. I'm not satisfied.
Oh, no, I don't think I can. Doesn't look like a game I can. Might be able to. I don't know, we can try. Hopefully it's not a copy. Yeah, so I had to translate it from German. Trying to look for it. Download it? Bruv. I'm not gonna be on my phone right now. I don't want to. Because I'd have to open my phone. I'd have to start the live stream from my phone. It's a lot of work. And it's like 12 a.m. right now. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go back live on Twitch. But we don't got a lot right now. Absolute Empire. Crazy games? Yeah, I can probably do that. Oh man. Yeah, I know what Crazy Games is. It's amazing. Crazy Games is probably the best thing for playing games in school. Oh, you want me to log into Crazy Games? I'll probably have to make an account. Yeah, but I'll try and log in. Ugh. Forex. I'll play that. Also, we're live on Twitch again. Yo, Muro, what time is it for you? Let me just turn on my camera for a little bit. This is how dark it is right now. That's how dark it is. Like, it is dark out here. I'm playing it. It's only 12:57 p.m. for you. It's 12:57 a.m. for me. Which is why I had to go get my blanket. I really need to move my setup into my room so I can have better access. I think we got one viewer on Twitch. If there's anyone watching this on Twitch right now, just drop a comment. I can see it right here in my dashboard. So I also need to test and see if it works. But it's taking forever to load. Oh, we got 3 viewers now. That's nice. Um, oh. Okay, yeah, this is not going very well. How do I mine? You can probably use crazy games on your phone. Oh, I'm mining. Nice. Click it. I'm clicking it. Oh, mate. I'm lagging out. I'm spazzing out right now. This is making my device lag. I gotta close the windows. Goodness gracious. I'm lagging out. Yeah, I gotta close this. I gotta close it. I can't. Oh my goodness. I don't want to view this. Nice, I was able to finally. No, let me check something real quick. Oh, I forgot to display this up here. You want some background music? Or use arrows? I'm playing too. Meet me at the triangle. It's online? Oh, yeah, it is online. Okay, yeah, I'll try to. Meet you at the triangle. My device is lagging so much right now. Are you sure you're in my game? Meet me at the triangle. Like, if you're actually in my game, which you might not be. If you're in my game, leave a message. Make an alliance if you're actually in my game, and tell me the name. Because we might not be in the same game. Burr, 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 burr. Grr, 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 grr. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm not going anywhere. Oh wait, this is you? Oh, okay. Yes, we are in the same game. Where are you going? No, don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Oh, I'm lagging too. I'm most definitely lagging. I need to kill some asteroids so I can click that mining module. Where? Oh, mining module up here. I'm clicking it. It's not doing anything. But I'm clicking it. Okay, yeah. I clicked it. Okay. Goodness gracious. Phone too hot? Yeah, that happens. That'll happen sometimes. Anyways, well, thanks for playing with me, but I think I'm about to... Okay, well, you're good. You're good. Anyways, I'm also going to leave. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. They've managed to bypass my ad blocker and crazy games. Anyways, due to ad blocker privacy extension. Yes, I died. Yeah. Anyways, I guess we're going to. I'm going back to YouTube. Mine some more, bro. I want to watch this video. It's about space. You want to watch it? Or not? Now I'm getting SFS on my recommended. I want to watch this. It's about space. We got 2 viewers still, so that's not bad. Oh, nice. So we got 1 on Twitch and then 1 on YouTube. It's not too bad.
Right now, a spacecraft is screaming into the void 24 billion kilometers from Earth. Its transmitter is weaker than the light bulb in your fridge, and yet somehow we can still hear it. A signal is just now hitting the Earth that left Voyager 1 nearly 24 hours ago. It's been traveling at the speed of light for an entire day, and we only just received it. So how are we still in contact with it? I struggle to get phone reception in my office, and yet NASA still receive live data from 24 billion kilometers away, and they're still sending software updates back. How is that possible? To find out, I went to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where a team of just 10 people is keeping both Voyagers alive. The same team who have saved these probes from near-death experiences multiple times. So let's go on a journey beyond our solar system to try and figure out how NASA communicates with spacecraft billions of kilometers away. This video has been made in collaboration with Bamboo Lab, who sent me out this amazing 3D printer that I'll be showcasing throughout the video. I'm going to be printing a scale model of the Voyager probe with the Bamboo Lab H2C, and by the end of this video, you'll see the final result. In 1964, a student at JPL noticed something beautiful in the math, a planetary alignment that only happens once every 176 years. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune would all line up so perfectly that a single spacecraft could slingshot between all 4, using gravity to do the work. What normally takes 30 years would take just 12. NASA planned 4 spacecraft for something they called the Grand Tour. But after the moon landings, budgets were slashed for the shuttle program. They got 2 probes. That was the compromise. Each one carried on it a golden record. Images, sounds, and greetings meant to represent all of humanity.
But its primary mission was sending a spacecraft to Jupiter and Saturn. And there are 2 Voyager spacecraft. They're redundant, so in case one failed, could still get the data back from Jupiter or Saturn with the second spacecraft.
Voyager 2 actually launched first in August of 1977 on a slower trajectory to visit all 4 planets. Voyager 1 followed on a faster path to reach Jupiter and Saturn sooner. Between them, they sent the first close-up images of the outer planets, caught active volcanoes erupting on Jupiter's moon Io, something nobody expected. They made the first and only visit to Uranus and Neptune and captured the famous pale blue dot, Earth seen suspended in a sunbeam as Voyager 1 headed for deep space. And then Saturn swung Voyager 1 north, heading out of the solar system, 17 kilometers per second. No brakes, no return. It will fly on that path forever. Voyager 2 headed south, opposite direction, but the same fate. One time, NASA actually completely lost contact with Voyager 2. They had to make a desperate move to get it back, something called the interstellar scream, but more about that later. First, let me actually explain how we're able to talk to a machine that's further from home than anything humanity has ever built. Each Voyager carries with it a 3.7 meter dish antenna. Now, it does look pretty huge, but the transmitter that's behind it runs on about the same amount of power as the light bulb in your fridge. That's all it has. It just screams as loud as it can across 24 billion kilometers and hopes someone is listening. On Earth, NASA built 3 of the largest radio antennas on the planet.
So the Deep Space Network is made up of 3 complexes. They're located around the world. There's one here in the desert of California, one outside of Madrid, Spain, and one outside of Canberra, Australia. Those are about equal distance around the Earth, about 120 degrees apart. So if I have a spacecraft out at Mars, as the Earth rotates, it can always have an antenna talking to that spacecraft.
These antennas are honestly insane. The receivers are cooled to just 4 degrees above absolute zero. At these sensitivities, even the faint warmth of the electronics would drown out Voyager's whisper.
Basically 15 billion miles, or approximately 22 billion kilometers from us here on Earth. And it takes all the collecting power of those apertures at the Deep Space Network in order to get a little itty bitty signal back from the spacecraft.
By the time Voyager's signal finally reaches the Earth, it arrives at less than 1 attowatt, a billionth of a billionth of a single watt. That's 20 billion times weaker than a digital watch's battery. Those giant 70-meter parabolic dishes gather all of the radio waves that hit their surface and focus them onto a single incredibly sensitive receiver. And even then, they can only just make contact. And it honestly gets even harder because Voyager is moving so fast that its signal gets Doppler shifted, the same effect that stretches light from distant galaxies. The team has to compensate for this shift in real time to be able to decode what Voyager is saying.
The one-way light time, so the time to the from us here on Earth to the spacecraft, is 23.5 hours. And then it's 23.5 hours back. So when I come to the office Monday morning and I send a command to the spacecraft, I see the effect of that on Wednesday morning.
Okay, so that's how we listen, but how do we talk back? Those same 70-meter dishes that listen can also shout. The signal that we send to Voyager is over 1,000 times more powerful than the whisper that we get back. All of the models that I've shown you so far throughout this video are ones that I've personally 3D printed with the Bambu Lab H2C. And I've actually never been more excited to tell you about a product because I genuinely love this thing. I have
more SSL stuff. Reacting to 100 YouTube Shorts video. How am I supposed to react to someone that reacts to someone that reacts to someone? I don't know about reacting to this, but we can watch some of his shorts.
Instead of fried chicken, eat grilled chicken. Instead of candy, eat grilled chicken. Instead of soda, drink grilled chicken. Instead of chips, eat air-popped grilled chicken. Instead of milk chocolate, eat grilled chicken. Instead of fried fish, eat grilled chicken. Instead of white pasta, eat grilled chicken. Instead of fried chicken, eat grilled.
Yeah, just eat grilled chicken every day, bro. Just eat grilled chicken for the entirety of your life, bro. Genuinely. Just, yeah. I love air-popped grilled chicken. It's so amazing. Like, the taste of air-popped grilled chicken.
There is no boy's name that starts with A and also ends with A?
Alexander.
There is no boy's name.
Put, piggies sound like this. Oink, oink, oink. Why are you saying some words twice? Jaden looks scary. Scare the emoji. So you want gobble to I do like the dragon door.
Let's look at some of my content. Oh, nice. We got 2 viewers on YouTube and 1 viewer on Twitch. Yeah. Y'all are goated for tuning in, bro. So nice to see everyone here. But we're not really doing anything. But why am I getting only space content now? Oh my goodness. Let's watch this one. Yo, I'm probably going to relate to this one so much, bro. School mornings are torture, bro. Getting up in the morning is torture, bro. Like, if y'all agree to me, y'all gotta like the video, bro. School is torture.
Waking up for school in the morning is by far one of the worst possible experiences to ever happen to the average humanoid. Nothing.
Nah, bro. This is a banger, bro. Actually,
is worse than getting out of your bed during ungodly hours with Kevin Durant levels of crusty eyes, a numb hand, and a pulsing migraine from the thought of having to get ready to head to Algebra 2 with Mr. Garrison. Hearing those multiple iPhone alarms send pulsating sound waves down my entire body.
True though, I got like 7 alarms in the morning, bro, and none of them even go off. Like, all of them will go off, and I'll just sleep right through them, bro.
Gives me more PTSD than the Avengers witnessing Thanos blow up to Wakanda for the first time. But to really get an idea on just how terrible waking up for school mornings are, we first need to go through the multiple different stages of challenges you'll be facing from the moment you get out of bed all the way till the time your first class starts. Now,
one of the challenges on God, everyone does this, bro. Bro, the bus always stinks, bro. I don't know if it's just my bus, but that bus be smelling musty.
My non-humble opinion, while waking up and getting out of bed is hard enough by itself, the actual gauntlet of suffering that comes as soon as you get out of your bed to start the day is so much worse.
To go to school, my brain is, I wanted to go, bro, that's so true, bro. Like, I would go to sleep, bro. For my Twitch users, this is what he said. That's what he said, but bro, getting out of bed is so horrible, bro. It is so bad. Like, my mom doesn't usually tell me to get up to go to school, but like, when she does, she's mad, bro. And I just want to go to sleep, bro. And I'm like, bro, just let me sleep, yo. But
couple minutes before your alarm is one of the worst moments of this entire experience. Because for one, after it happens, I feel like nuking anything in a 10-meter.
Oh my goodness, yo. Waking up before the alarm is annoying because then when I'm trying to go shower, I'm like, I'll go shower. And I'm like, no, my alarm will go off. And I'm like, no, I gotta stay in bed now. And it's just annoying to just sit there. Now, Saturday and Sunday are goated. No, Friday is also goated, bro. But
radius. But for 2, after you notice you're awake earlier than you expected, you instinctively press the snooze button and start to doze off again and do the mental math on how you can afford just 5 more minutes. Now, next time you open your eyes, it's 30 minutes before school starts, and now I have to speed run my entire routine, and my brain immediately starts calculating how many minutes to spend on every single task. Anyone who also ends up in this situation already knows that the idea of a shower is completely unviable.
Yeah, like a shower at this point, you just gotta go to school musty at that point, bro. Like, I don't even care if I'm the one stinking up the bus, bro. Like, I'm going to school musty, bro. I'm not being late to school, yeah.
You better start praying to God that you can wear your deodorant and cologne for the rest of the day without someone catching a whiff of your presence and disintegrating to atoms. But let's assume you manage to get out of bed half awake and step out of your room. The next boss level you will have to deal with is the bathroom. As someone who has younger siblings, the amount...
I mean, the bathroom is the bathroom. So nothing too controversial about that.
Of times I've gone to wash my face half awake and barely able to stand, and then come to find out that the bathroom light is both on and the door is locked is utterly criminal. After a certain point, I train my body to instinctively head to the downstairs bathroom and even move my toothbrush because there is absolutely no way that I was waiting.
Showering is like... Here, for my Twitch users, I'll show him what he just commented. Showering is like, I'm so goddamn cold. Yeah, that's so true, bro. But the shower, you just gotta warm the shower up. Then you're chilling, bro. But if you got a cold shower, then there's no point in taking a shower, bro. You gotta get in the warm shower, bro. There's no point in taking a cold shower.
30 minutes to use the sink because someone decides to play with bath bubbles for too long. Even if I managed to get lucky and whoever was in there left early, as soon as I stepped inside, I'd find all the hot water gone, a lake on the ground, and the most insane combination of a post-toilet stench that I'd ever smelled. Once you're able to get into the rhythm...
Yeah, I'd rather have a job than go to school, bro. Like, I'd rather have a... I'm about to say a slur, so anyone who has sensitive ears, please, I've warned you. I would rather have a J-O-B than go to school, bro.
Of things and get your fit on, it was then time to actually head to prison. I mean school. Most people, including myself, usually went by bus or car, and then you had the minority that either walked or biked there instead. Something I want to briefly mention is the fact that once you're able to get your license/car at some point during your high school tenure, the amount of stress that you're able to put off of yourself is actually like life-saving. Not depending on anyone else to take you anywhere, especially school, is such a lifesaver, especially in these kinds of situations. I really want to put a major focus on the school bus because while I personally stopped going on it after middle school, I did not forget the absolute misery that I endured on that vehicle of chaos and destruction. Whenever the bus came to my neighborhood to pick me up, as soon as I got on it, my number one objective would always be to find an empty seat and start catching up on all the sleep I missed. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any more sleep because anytime I laid my head anywhere, I started taking tick damage and was just in pain until I got to school. Another reason sleep was impossible was because niggas in the back of the bus kept screaming at the top of their lungs at the worst jokes ever conceived.
Bro, kids and especially the girls on my bus, bro, they be singing at 6 in the morning. Like, bro, no one wants to hear you sing, bro. Your singing is trash, bro. Like, not everyone is meant to sing. Like, I am so dead eye right now, bro. Not everyone is meant to sing.
Guess what? What? Chicken dookie butt. An integral part of the school morning experience is the antics of the school bus driver. The amount of goofy and insane stories that occurred while I was still a bus kid bring back some not so pleasant memories. You have two types of bus drivers. The first one is chill as hell and even has conversations with the kids up front from time to time. You walk on the bus and he nods or smiles at you and just heads to school with minimal distractions. Someone could be having a Just Dance competition in the back of the bus, and as long as they don't personally bother the bus driver, they would get us to school safe and sound without them turning their head back even once. Now, on the other side of that coin, we have the bus drivers that have more crash outs than Benson on a Wednesday afternoon.
What the heck, Rigby? What's...
Bro, my bus driver is chill. She doesn't crash out like that, but like, I almost fell asleep right there, bro. I'm getting tired.
What's the matter with you? Ah! Rigby! Ah!
Now, I get that some people can get very tired and fed up with being at work, especially when you have to deal with kids on a daily basis. But these bus drivers would always be doing the most, especially during morning pickups. While I've had multiple crash out bus drivers over the years, there was this one driver who was like anyone I'd ever seen. He was this middle-aged black guy with a receding hairline and was 5'1", so he was shorter than most of the kids in my per usual, some kids in the back were doing some dumb shit and caused Mr. Roberts to constantly look back and tell them to stop or they would get written up. Now, the kids in the back instantly called cap on this because they've heard that phrase way too many times and have so...
Our Twitch best viewers, clickfast.ru? No, I don't think it's a real person. Never mind. Never mind. But we can check, I'm not going to show this comment up there. Clickfast.ru. It's just a spam bot. Just a spam bot. Just a spam bot, I think. Now, let me go to that website real quick. What is this site though? Is it a real person? Because it's not a website. Okay. We got... Oh, nice. We got 2 viewers on YouTube. That's nice. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Gotten away with stuff they did in the past, so they thought it was going to be no exception this time, and they just tried to call his bluff. I don't know if something happened earlier that morning to Mr. Roberts, stubbed his toe on the way out of the bathroom or something, but that man was not playing around.
That video? Wait a minute. What was... Yo, he was a kinger. What the... Yo, what?
He fully stopped the bus on the side of the road, got up from his chair, and proceeded to cuss out the kids in the back for 5 minutes straight. I could have sworn he was about to pop a blood vessel at any second. You want to know what the worst part was? We were quite literally 1 minute away from the drop-off zone, and our bus was within walking distance of the front door. Keep in mind, we were already running late to begin with, and these Neanderthals in the back just decided to give us a tardy all for no reason. All y'all had to do was stay quiet for 4 effing seconds, and we would have had no issues at all. But they were like, nah, let's just keep acting like hyenas that just discovered food for the first time in 5 days. Finally, after all the tomfoolery that just occurred, we finally make it to school. So that means everything is peaceful and good now, right?
No! There's no way out of this.
The morning tomfoolery experience reaches its climax the second you enter the school building. Something I haven't mentioned that makes the school morning experience even more torturous is when you have a test in your first class of the day. The amount of last-minute study sessions I had to cram before I went to take my test are incalculable. A fear I will never forget is when I was studying to take a test the next morning and accidentally overslept before my alarm could...
Yo, studying for a test and then falling asleep is probably the worst thing, bro. Like, we have EOGs coming up, and they're making us do so much studying. Like, it's not even funny, it's just annoying. Cause, like, I'm not trying to do all this extra schoolwork, bro. Like, I'm gonna pass the EOGs, bro. I may not pass my math EOG, but that's a different story, bro.
Wake me up. I swear, I thought my life was over and I was about to get crucified by my parents the next day once they found out what my score was. Going back to the moment I pulled up to school, you would presume...
God, if I got like below a 60, like if I get below a 60, my parents, yo, I'm gonna get crucified, bro. Like what he said, bro. You made a missile called ICBM Vulture 7. Why would you make a missile called after me? Isn't that a little bit concerning? Isn't that a little bit... Why would you make a missile and name it after me? You know what? Just because of that, I'm going to make an entire I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm screenshotting that, and then I'm gonna make an entire YouTube short about it. And you, my friend, are getting a highlighted message for my Twitch users. For my Twitch people. We got one person watching on Twitch. Not
that walking directly to class would be super easy and nothing crazy or strange would happen on the way. But the school hallway has its own set of problems compared to everything else I've talked about so far. We were all aware of the people who make it their
crazy. Yo, there be some zesty dudes there. They just be dancing, bro. The zesty dudes just be dancing in the halls, bro. Yeah. But why would you name the rocket after me? Isn't that concerning? Why would you name it after me? And you called it a missile. You called it a missile, not a rocket. But you're good.
Mission to make walking to class impossible by moving at 0.1 speed. It's even worse when it's multiple people doing this because there's literally a wall of niggas that you have to try to dodge through just to get to your next class on time. Once I was able to get to class and actually sit down and breathe for the first time in 2 hours, I'd just sit around waiting for us to start or talk to my friends to pass the time. Now, a majority of the time, like I said, I was just waiting at my desk because I had no energy to do anything else. And when that happened, there would always
for first period, I got social studies. We got a chill teacher, bro. I just be sleeping in class, bro. Like I am genuinely, cause I get my work done, cause it's posted on Canvas. I do my work and then I just sleep for the rest of class, bro. That's the best period.
Be a loud ass group of girls in the back of the class just talking about God knows what at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh my god, this is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. They need to be quiet. No one is trying to hear them, bro. Genuinely, no one's trying to hear some girls sing for no reason.
Everyone around me is either hungry or sleep deprived, and these people are over here trying their hardest to one-up each other in a yelling competition. Finally, after all the BS is over, the teacher is finally ready to start actually doing something, and the school day finally starts. Overall, school mornings are just a Hunger Games brawl of brutal challenges and obstacles you have to endure on a daily basis that never actually seem to get better. And while you can do things to improve this experience, like sleeping earlier and having things ready the night before, that still never directly leads to a perfect or even smooth experience either. You just have to train yourself to push through all the pain and anguish and make sure you actually survive to tell the tale.
Yeah. That's that video. Y'all want to watch another one? Because that video was good, bro. I feel like reacting to another one. Oh, man. My stomach hurts just a little bit. Okay, let's just watch this one. Let's change the titles. And my users, please don't leave. I don't want to sponsor you, so please leave. Thank you. I'm gonna remove that from my description. Save changes. Okay, let's watch another one. But school popularity is corny. I actually want to watch this one because you guys know I'm the alpha in the school, and I'm the most popular kid there, bro. Y'all can't say nothing to me, bro. I just got so much aura, bro. I got so much aura, bro. My aura is out of the gates, bro. I need a soundboard. That would have been a perfect time for a soundboard. Get out. Gotta take a minute for this video to load, bruh. But this one is also by
School popularity has got to be one of the most corniest and idiotic concepts I've ever heard in my life. The idea that a bunch of teenagers can somehow end up at the top of an imaginary social pyramid and get glazed to the infinite power makes absolutely no sense. It always bewildered me how certain people even made it to that level of recognition, because it's not like they have special traits that make them more valuable than everyone else in the class. If you're the star quarterback or even have a little bit of clout whatsoever, people will start treating you like you're the second coming of MJ and faint at the sight outside of your presence. Most popular kids tend to have a few things in common. A lot of them come from super rich families and pull up to school every morning in some expensive ass cars that they don't pay taxes for, but will still end up acting like they bought themselves. A majority also play some kind of sport, and all of them have a group of friends who basically act as their personal meat guzzlers. You know, every time they make an IG post, they're going to be glazing them in the comments and reposting it 40 separate times. The typical male version of the popular kid that's usually depicted in media is the mouth-breathing football captain who has authority over the entire student body.
Why? One of the popular girls in our class makes a post like that has literally nothing on it. It's a blank canvas, and it gets 57 likes, 200 reposts, and 0 dislikes. But when I make a video on YouTube with 3 hours of work put into it, it gets 20 dislikes, no likes. Like, come on, bro. Like, the glaze is crazy.
While that has a little bit of truth to it, what ends up being the case nowadays is that the male popular kids usually have an athletic/skinny build with a $20 taper, expensive shoes, and 4 different colognes that they rotate with throughout the entire day. He'll also probably be dating one of the girls from the cheerleading team and have some massive breakup drama every other week that becomes a universal topic of discussion.
Oh my god, did you hear Nate and Maddie broke up?
Oh, that sucks, but I don't really care.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? That's so mean.
Huh? All I said was I don't really.
I hope you stay single forever and never find love in your miserable life. Ugh, my matcha espresso is getting cold.
What the hell just happened? As for the female version of the popular kid, it's usually the cheerleading captain with the same 4 group of girls following her everywhere she goes. In the hallway, lunch table, walking to class, taking a shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they watched her sleep at night just so they can make sure her position was perfect. One of the most annoying parts about popular kid behavior is some of the real life interactions you end up having with them. You could literally be minding your own business doing absolutely nothing, and next thing you know, a certain group of girls in the back will be dying of laughter and start visibly shaking at you literally doing anything. At some point, it makes you wonder how insecure someone has to be to act like that. Imagine spending that much energy mocking someone else's interests instead of worrying about yourself. One thing I never understood about some of the groups in the popular kids is how they acted like they were always the center of attention. Everything they do always feels so performative because they're trying to impress people just for the sake of maintaining their status. I'm sure we've all had that moment in class where there was a presentation day, and for some reason, as soon as it's the popular girl's turn to go up and present, they start dying of laughter for literally no reason. They'll say half a sentence and then drop on the floor wheezing and gasping for air, and all of a sudden a 5-minute presentation takes 15 minutes because some random ass inside joke that nobody else heard becomes the main reason that everyone else has to suffer. Like, there is no way something can be that funny where you can't physically finish a sentence. But I think the most annoying one by far is when some of these groups randomly come up to you and start acting all friendly when you know that they're only doing this because they want to mess with you. Every once in a while, some random girl would walk up to me and say something along the lines of,
"Hey, my friend thinks you're cute,"
or
"Can we be besties?"
Meanwhile, her entire friend group is standing 10 feet away, giggling like they're watching a live Dave Chappelle show. It's moments like this where you start self-reflecting and asking yourself, when did it...
This has happened so many times to the point where it's annoying. Like, to the point where it's annoying. But it's all good, though. It's all good, though. Don't worry. I'm not planning on getting a JOB. I'm planning on going YouTube and Twitch. Is our Twitch viewer still here? Our Twitch viewer is goated, bruh. Yo, who's watching us on Twitch right now, bruh? They're goated.
It all go wrong. The funniest part about this whole system is that it literally only exists inside this tiny bubble. The moment everyone graduates, all that clout instantly disappears. Everyone just becomes normal people trying to figure out their lives at that point. Something I want to mention real quick is that I'm not saying these people are inherently bad or that I'm better than them. At the end of the day, I honestly just kind of feel sorry for them. A lot of these people spent multiple years being constantly praised and talked about by everyone around them and given multiple benefits and leeway that most normal students don't have. And because they're too deep into the facade facade, they work extra hard to maintain that image, constantly monitoring how they're behaving in front of other people, what they say, who they're seen with, all that just to make sure no one catches them doing anything differently or out of the ordinary. And when they carry that mentality into the real world, they're gonna find out quickly people aren't just gonna start kissing your feet because your dad owns half of Google and owns 3 mansions in Beverly Hills. The second you leave that building, your social status resets all the way back to 0. Nobody cares what table you sat at during lunch or the fact that you scored 5 touchdowns that one game. Most of the friends they had were probably fake and were only sticking around just for their own personal benefits. And it's only once you graduate that you slowly start to realize a lot of those friendships that they had were probably never about them as a person in the first place anyway. That's a big reason why the whole peaking in high school video trend blew up a few years ago. A lot of those videos were basically talking about what happens right after high school when that entire popularity system completely disappears. If someone never really developed true friendships or a personality outside of their high school image, it can feel like a rug just got pulled under you and you have to restart all the way back from 0. And when you look at it from that angle, it's kind of sad. Imagine spending multiple years maintaining this perfect social image just for it to completely disappear the moment you graduate. Some of those people probably ended up feeling super lonely afterwards, and all that constant performing probably takes a bigger toll on them than anyone realizes. Hopefully those people can get out of that trap before it's too late for them.
Well, guys, I think that's all. Don't worry, though. Don't worry. It was nice streaming. I will be live tomorrow. Again, we're going to tune into this guy for a little bit, and then we're going to hop off. But other than that, we don't have a lot happening. So, I don't have anything happening right now, and just wanted to say, oh, you want me to react to AG7 SE?
Hold on. There we go. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing.
I'm about to
Sunday night. I'm going to be doing the setting the record for season 2. How many cars I can get into in one single match. I'll be doing it live because you got to do it live or it don't count. Setting the record because I don't think anyone else sets it.
You know what? I'll do it.
Oh, look at that blue chest. I'm going to open it, but I'm not going to take any. Oh.
I'll do it. You know, my Twitch user, if you want to watch anything,
let's go.
Just comment it. I see all the comments from every platform around one.
Oh. I can swap to this, right? Are we allowing me to swap to this? Because it's the same gun, just a different rarity.
This guy? Oh yeah, it's this guy. Okay. I'll look at the content and then I'm about to end stream.
Speedrunning a random item in Minecraft. Today's item is... Alright, let's get down this tree. Let me just fall out of the tree, break my ankles. Ow. Ooh. Okay, let's grab some watermelon. We don't know how long we'll be, so always good to prepare. Preparation is key. I see some lava up in the hills over there. Now, we just got to get to it. That's all we need. Alright, let me just swim over very quickly. Looks like we've got a bit of a cave over here, so hopefully we can get some iron. That would just make my day. All right, let me grab some stone very quickly. Oh, okay. Well, now everybody's going to think I'm cheating. Would you look at that? We've found some iron. Hang on, is it enough though? Please don't tell me it's just one. No, it's just one. It's so over. That's fine. We'll just have to find some more, I guess. 1 down, 2 to go. Now, you know what? I'm going to make an axe as well while I'm here, just so we have something to defend ourselves with. While I'm at it, I might just grab a torch as well, just so we can see where we're going, hey? All right, here's the other 2 iron that we need. Beautiful. All right, now, let's let this get smelted up. Then we'll be able to make ourselves a bucket. Unos, dos, tres. Bucket acquired. All right, now, Where was that lava that I saw? I believe it was up here somewhere? Somewhere on this hill, if I remember correctly. Although that being said, these aren't very well known for their memories. Oh, I see some light. That's gotta be it, right? You gotta get up there. Gotta get up this hill. Time is of the essence here, guys. Alright, here's the lava we need. Looks like a lot of it. Only one block. That's all we need. Hot stuff achievement get. Let's go!
Speedrunning a random item in Minecraft.
Bad.
Today's item is...
Well, it was nice.
Right, let's get down this.
Nice being live with everyone. Very nice. And I hope everyone has an amazing day or amazing night. And good night, guys. So first we're going to end Twitch. First we're going to end on Twitch. Good night. Good. Okay, let's end on Twitch. Now, let's end on YouTube. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. And goodbye to my one Twitch viewer, and goodbye to my one YouTube viewer.